Have you discovered your passion but confused if you should follow that path because it's not making you money right now? You must be thinking that you'll have to choose between your passion and money. Passion will give you fulfillment and meaning in your life, while money will give you security. Majority of people choose financial stability and security over their purpose because of a number of reasons. They may worry that they will go broke. They may have family pressure because of their insecurity about money. Some might compare themselves with their friends who have already started making money. Some might think, what will people think of them if they fail and don't make it and they go broke? And because of these reasons, people choose money and financial security, where success may be guaranteed, but happiness and fulfillment are not. Now, if you are someone who has critical situation at home, where you need money to fulfill your basic needs, where you need money because of survival, in that case, money is everything. So it's okay if you choose money or your passion for a while. But for others, the question is, should I choose money or should I choose my passion? My question to you is, why not both? Why do you have to choose one? So for those who haven't seen my previous videos, I'll give you a short background story about me. I discovered my passion when I was 20 years old, but my family never supported me for it. We have a family business and my family always pushed me towards that, because in that path, money was guaranteed and financial security was guaranteed, at least for a start. Long story short, my parents thought that I won't be able to make money out of my passion, and so they tried harder and convinced me to join business, and I did. But I spent 1.5 years of my life and I worked 13 hours a day. And when you work that many hours in a day and when you invest that kind of amount of time to something, you can't do something else. I was exhausted and tired at the end of the day. But I was making decent money. But that money didn't fulfill me. I was still feeling that something is missing at the end of the day while I was going back to sleep. And so I thought about it and I gathered courage and I moved out of my parents' house and took a gap year. In those gap years, I reflected on myself, I reflected on my purpose, I worked on the skills that I needed to thrive. And finally, after gap year, I was convinced that this time I'm not joining my family business. So during that time, I came up with a plan that at least I can make decent money out of my work, so that when it's about paying my bills, I can do that. But when I went home to implement that plan, COVID happened. Everything was shut and all my plans got spoiled. Now I was again broke. I wasn't making a penny out of my work. So finally, after a few months, my family again went impatient because they couldn't see me going broke. And so they told me that you have to join business again because we can't see you like this. That was one of the most difficult situations I was in. I thought I have to choose one. Is it my dream to make an impact, to make a difference, or is it financial security again? And so I thought about it for days, that what should I do? And finally I came to a conclusion and I thought that, can I do both? Can I make money from a different work and use that money to pay my bills, to invest in my passion, to invest in the skills that I want to have? Because I wasn't able to do those things with my parents' money. So yes, I needed money. And so I went to my family and I asked them that please suggest me a business where I can work only 8 hours a day, which is flexible, something which I can handle remotely in case I want to travel for work. And we finally came up with a plan. And so I started a company out of scratch. And it worked. I was making a decent amount of money. I didn't want to join my family business this time for a number of reasons. The first reason was I had to commit 12 to 14 hours a day, which was too much. If you're working that much, you can't work on something else. Second, I knew this time that one day I will quit. so it's better if there are no strings attached. And I wanted to do things on my own, according to my own pace, according to my own protocols. So I started a company out of scratch and it worked. Now I was making decent amount of money. Now here were a few benefits. Number one, my family finally was secure when it came to money. Now they weren't trying to control me or be possessive about me, and finally were at peace with themselves. Second, I could use that money to invest in my passion. I hired a professional team of videographers for high quality videos, which I couldn't do it from my parents' money. Number three, I could travel without any restrictions and without the permission of my parents, which was great. Now, here is the catch. Money didn't change my value or goals. I was still determined and committed towards making an impact, towards helping people. I was giving 8 hours to something that I didn't love, but I was giving 6 hours to something that I loved. And so I was working 14 hours a day and I got tired. But at the end of the day, I was really satisfied and fulfilled with myself. Now, whenever you make a decision, there are both pros and cons. The positive aspects were, number one, now I had financial freedom. I didn't have to worry about money. When you have that mindset that you don't have to worry about money, your performance and productivity increases in your work. Number two, now I was able to invest in my passion. If it's paying a videographer team or purchasing an expensive course or training, I could do it without worrying about money. Number three, starting my own company gave me a number of skills. It helped me with finances, with sales, with marketing, and even with networking. And it boosted my confidence overall, which of course helped me in my different work also. And finally, I moved out of my parents' house because I was making money from my company, which I couldn't do it before. The cons were, number one, it takes up 8 hours of your day, of your crucial time, to something that you don't love. And it takes up from your time where you can actually work on something that you love. So at times I had to overwork. Number two, at times I was going through difficult situation, difficult phase in my company. I was stressful, things were hectic and affected my performance in building my passion. And so you will find that imbalance at times. Number three, there will be times when you will feel more driven towards money and you will have to talk yourself out of it every single time, because money can't change your values and your goals. You have to make sure that you have to stay committed to that. Now, if you're someone who has family support, who has resources, you can skip this path and just go full time in building your purpose. But for others who are in similar situation like me, believe in yourself that you can do it. Trust me, you can do both. Just find a basic job or a business where you can work 6 to 8 hours a day and focus only on making amount of money that you need to pay your bills, and so that you can save a little bit. People on your journey will tell you that you can't do both. You can't be a YouTuber while working on a business. You can't be an artist while working from 9 to 5, and that's a lie. You have all the freedom that you want. The question is, are you giving yourself that freedom? I know money is important because there is a great insecurity involved around money, but fulfillment is also important. You need a purpose that gives you meaning to your life, because that's how you feel alive. That's the reason you want to wake up every single day thinking that you'll do something that you love. So figure out a way to do both. There's a great quote by Simon Sinek which changed my perception about money. Money is never the cause, it is always the result. So focus on the process, trust the process, and know that money will come eventually. And once you're able to find a source of making money from your passion, you can slowly scale down your business, or you can leave your job with time. I hope that helps. Now, if you like this video, please make sure that you like, that you share, and that you subscribe to my channel. And if you have any topics in your mind, please let me know in the comments so that I can work on it and make a content out of it. I'll see you next time. Farewell.